It's Barrett Cohen, WLSN Radio, as we're broadcasting tonight down from the Cincinnati Gardens. I have Coach Ken Handley with us. And, Coach, tonight marks the third of a three-game set, if you will. You got Northern Kentucky Friday, Mason on Saturday night, and tonight you got Indian Hill. A tough stretch, the last two games at teams that were beatable. You guys came up on the losing stick, but a big game tonight, Indian Hill. Go back and talk about those last two games, Friday and Saturday night, if you would.
Friday night, we went down to Cincinnati, or down to Northern Kentucky. It's a tough game to play. It's at 9:30 start. It's after a public session. The ice is choppy, but we came out. We matched them. Punch for punch. It was 1-0 after one, 2-0 after two. We ended up giving up 3 goals in the third period. We got tired. We took some stupid penalties. We did some things. We made some mistakes, but overall, they played really, really hard. Saturday we played Mason, and again, we slugged with them punch for punch. It was tied at 5 after 2. You score 5 goals, hold the other team to 30 shots. You think you got a real good shot at winning. Third period came around. They scored with about 12 minutes to go, make it 6-5. And from that point on, a couple silly penalties, a couple power play goals. But they, in the locker room, they were, we're not a 12-5 loser to this team. So spirits are high. And today, we're playing a team that we really match up well against. And I'm hoping for a real solid effort. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, what goes into it psychologically? I think I asked you this on Lancer Line last week, and I think I asked you earlier in the season. You guys are losing games that you're competitive. Maybe the score doesn't reflect that. What goes into the psychology behind with a team like this? What do you tell your team before, or maybe even after a game like the other night where you guys give up a 12 spot on the board? What do you tell your team? What can you tell your team, or does the scoreboard speak for itself?
Well, last night was a classic example. We're on the short end of a 12-5 score, and you go in the locker room and you keep it as positive as you can in 12-5. But basically, I told him, I said, look, it may not sound right now as if I'm proud of you, but I am proud of you. I'm proud of the effort. We're getting first career goals scored by people that I don't expect to score. I mean, Corey Lutz put in his first goal last night, and it was a gorgeous goal. It wasn't a garbage goal. It was a beautiful play. And we did some really, really, really nice things. But then we go through stretches where we just don't execute, and things go bad. And we're one bounce, we're one goal, we're one rush away from turning this thing around. And I said, as soon as you guys believe in your abilities, the way I believe in your abilities, we're going to be fine. And they came out of the locker room fine. I mean, I think I took yesterday's loss harder than they did. And that's probably a good thing, because I lost a lot of sleep last night.
What's one of the bright spots this year? I know Corey scored his first goal last year. I know he's a guy with a tremendous amount of talent that we spoke of off the air. But what's one thing, and maybe that's it, but what's one thing that you've really been able to hang your hat on in a season record-wise that might have been a little bit difficult? What's one thing you're proud of this team?
The way they've hung together and the way they support each other. I mean, even after the game last night, the 7 goals in the third period, everybody touched Jeremy in some way. They all came out of the locker room as I was sitting outside waiting for him to come out and clean out the locker room, and they patted me on the back and said, "We'll be better tomorrow, Coach." And the way they held together. I mean, this is a very tight-knit team. They work hard. They never stop working. They just go through spurts where we make mistakes, and mistakes hurt us.
I could see the crowd already tonight at the Cincinnati Gardens packing the house. We're getting ready for December 17th, GCL night. Hopefully we can pack this place on December 17th.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. I know that, I've been following Elder scores, and they've been playing some people that we've already played. They got beat pretty bad by Sycamore, and we tied Sycamore. They got beat by St. X, and I watched St. X play Sycamore today, and St. X beat Sycamore 3-2. So I think we're in a good spot. Now, the scouting report on the Elder team is this year they finally have some really, really good goaltending, but they play slow. If we play LaSalle hockey and play fast, they shouldn't be able to touch us. So, but every time we play that purple team, we play down to their level. So we'll see how that goes.
Plus, you can't say anything, but you never know. Are they going to have guys that are even eligible that are playing? You can't say it, but we could stir up the controversy here. You never know who's going to be playing when you play the Elder Panthers. But, Coach, good luck tonight against Indian Hill. We're going to be here catching the game tonight and hopefully get our first legitimate win tonight here at the Gardens.
We're looking forward to it. Thanks for being here, and good to see the kids, and they're all dressed up, and they look like they need.
Your coach was nice enough to let them go in the what do you want to call this? The player box here, and they are absolutely just thrilled. You probably hear them in the background. But Coach, thanks a lot, and we'll be catching up with you soon.
My pleasure. Thanks for being here.
That's Coach Handley on the pregame show, WLSN Radio.